Fungi win Best Supporting Actor for their role in The Lion King. Yay. All right. Take it away, Bob.
You may be familiar with the animals of Serengeti because of the Lion King movie. You may also remember the idea that everything the light touches exists together in a delicate balance, from the growing grass to the grazing wildebeest. But what about everything light doesn't touch? Given that Mufasa didn't own a microscope, it's understandable that he didn't know that the life he can't see is also part of the story. My research focuses on a part of the circle of life that we don't normally think about. For millions of years, plants have enlisted the help of partner fungi, shown here in the blue circle and indicated by the yellow squiggles. The partnership between plants and fungi is so ancient that these fungi have lost the ability to survive without a plant host. Instead, they trade resources for their survival. Fungal threads explore the soil to gather nutrients, indicated here by the red dots and arrows, and they trade those resources for sugars photosynthesized by plants. In the Serengeti, those nutrients continue through the circle of life when millions of herbivores mow the Serengeti lawn and eat an enormous amount of grass. To put it in perspective, it's equivalent to the volume of concrete used to create 3 Hoover dams. That is a lot of grass, and that's just 1 year. Inside those grasses are the nutrients necessary for the survival of all living things, and the availability of those nutrients limits the abundance of life. In the Serengeti, nutrients are especially difficult for plants to acquire because of depleted soils. Therefore, partner fungi provide a critical source of nutrients to the Serengeti food chain. Those nutrients move through grasses to herbivores and eventually to carnivores. Our research determined how much of those plants and animals depend on nutrients delivered by fungi. To accomplish this, we used a model that's capable of estimating the biomass of plants as well as animals, ranging in size from aphids all the way to elephants. We took a novel approach to include fungi in that model so we could estimate their contribution to the Serengeti. We found that those fungi support half of the entire Serengeti ecosystem. Although they're a minuscule portion of the total biomass, the nutritional benefit they provide is critical to life in the Serengeti. Without these fungi, essential nutrients would be stuck in the soil, limiting the abundance of life, like you can see on the right side of this illustration. So if we're concerned with the conservation of large animals, like the lion in the tree here, we must consider life in the soil. Our research shows that partner fungi are an essential part of the Serengeti, and without them, there may not be as many charismatic lions in African grasslands or on the screen. Thank you.